What I saw was just a war scene. It was something like I'd seen out of the movies. I couldn't believe my eyes.
She talked about carnage and chaos. That's how a Capitol police officer described the attack on the U.S. Capitol January 6, 2021. And for the first time, the nation heard new chilling testimony and video from that day as committee members shared their findings after a 10-month-long investigation. Now, this was just the first of several public hearings that are going to cover what happened on January 6th and really more information about the days leading up to that attack.
And Georgia is expected to play a huge role in the hearings moving forward. Ariana Maniz live outside the state capitol. Ariana, being in D.C. as a reporter when this happened, you still had no idea the magnitude of what really went on inside that building.
Exactly, especially the moments leading up to the insurrection. D.C. was rather quiet, which is why the House Select Committee, they feel it's important that the American people have a firsthand account of what happened leading up to the insurrection, as well as efforts by former President Trump to overturn the 2020 election, something that we know Georgia was at the center of, which is why two Georgia officials, they're expected to appear before this committee. We know that Secretary Brad Raffensperger, as well as his deputy Gabriel Sperling, they were both subpoenaed by the House Select Committee. A source from the Secretary of State office tells 11 Alive they're expected to give testimony either on June 20th or 21st. They were pressured by Trump during that hour-long phone call to, quote, find votes. Now, for last night's first hearing, we heard chilling testimony from Capitol police officers. And one of those officers was a UGA grad. Her name was Caroline Edwards. She's a Capitol police officer, and she was on the front lines. She told the committee how she was overrun and knocked unconscious during the insurrection. Take a listen.
I was called a lot of things on January 6, 2021 and the days thereafter. I was called Nancy Pelosi's dog, called incompetent, called a hero, and a villain. I was called a traitor to my country, my oath, and my Constitution. In actuality, I was none of those things.
Now, Georgia lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are responding after yesterday's hearing. We heard from Democratic Congresswoman Nikema Williams. She responded on Twitter criticizing former President Trump for idly sitting by while the seat of the government was violently attacked. Meanwhile, Republicans, they want to turn the attention elsewhere. Representative Andrew Clyde, who is a Republican, he tweeted saying, when will we have a primetime hearing about what he's calling the botched withdrawal from Afghanistan? Back to you.
All right, a lot more to this story, and we'll hear more in the weeks to come. Ariana, thank you.